What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some more Vicky 3 as Mexico. We just got out of a war with the United States. I keep looking at Canada as like part of us, even though I know they're different color, but my inability to tell when shades are slightly different is a problem here. Let's go ahead and get a bunch of stuff built in Tennessee. Awesome, we own a lot here that we've just taken. What is this? Do we own land now? Steel mill. So by taking this land, do we now own stuff from them? Since like this is our financial district, or does it like move out? How does this work when you take the financial district that manages the property? Do you still own the property in the other state, or is it tied to the country still? Questions no one thinks about, but sometimes you just need an answer. What would you offer me? Forced nationalization. This is a war. France versus Portugal, Eastern New Guinea, Sierra Leone, French Republic, Zanzibar. They'd give me an obligation. I don't really have to do much if I get involved. So let's call on the Europeans to migrate to our lands real quick. We'll keep our head out of this one. I don't think we need to get involved. Britain is growing again. We did take some lands. What did they call it? They called us in as their allies. So we probably should have... Oh, we can add a... Okay. We can add a secondary demand. I want to take nothing that causes infamy. I want war reps from... Spain. Because that's easy to get, and the primary target is Spain. Anyway, we're not getting involved in this. We're just going to kind of watch from the sidelines. Let's go ahead and unite some of these small armies into our main one. The ones that have people in them. Take that 1K stack 2. And bam. And we are going to disband the other ones that don't have anybody in them. Another fleet needs to have more people. Let's go and call these monitors. North Carolina. 20th fleet to take that one state. Yeah, conquering states just isn't viable, man. It's pretty hard to do. If I look at my navies here, can I upgrade anything? No, I cannot. Mobilization looks good to me. Let's mobilize the Marines, because we'll probably use them, but right now just station them in Mexico. Russia's invading... What? What is this war? Protectorate North Carolina. Hold, North Carolina, hold! Would rather prefer Russia not to have an interest in this region, considering I'm getting involved here heavily with some infamy spawning things. So we have a naval invasion, so I'm just going to raise my 100 men here just to hold this. And I'm going to go and do a little naval invasion to get us some control. There should be some Spanish land I can take, like the Baleares here. Pull the Armada de Mexico. Let's go and get my war goal. We're going to cause some trouble here. So all of these are... I think these are Spanish. No, you do. Do you own Bremen? I think they do own Bremen. Affiliate Spain, transfer Portugal, transfer Tripoli. Bremen. Yeah, that's going to be tough to get. Yeah, that's not going to succeed. Instead, what we do is we keep marching around until we can find somewhere. Like Tripoli. Should be poorly defended here. Let's take Armada de Mexico. Assuming our army has very low org. Yeah, that sucks. That's going to be a pain. Go ahead and cancel this. We're going to put the Navy in there. We're going to take our army and also station you in North Africa. And we're going to keep doing this. We got to watch out for getting invaded in this region as well. Oh, there we go. They took Tripoli. That one's falling. Portugal does not have much. Can I just do a little invasion here? With our Mexicano Marines. Once their org's up. Really bad org for us. We'll just keep slaughtering their men as they try to land in our lands. Well, they've taken Sierra Leone. They want Texas from us. They're not getting Texas, that's for sure. How is your prestige? Have you fallen out of the rankings yet? 783 is the barrier to entry for Great Power. He's only at 500, so I think he will drop. You really put a lot of troops there yet? I can't see. It just looks like just Navy. People usually hate the Russians. Exile at the gates. She's a feminist. Get the feminist in there. That's fine. Taking Portugal. This is Spanish land, so that counts as my war reps. Whom the bell tolls. Oh god. Swap it out. The government. Get us legitimate again. Tripoli is taken. This makes me think I'm getting invaded, but I'm not. It's the other war. Manifest Mexico! As Mexico own all of this region and have the United States fall off into major power status. We have done it! We have accomplished our goal here. 15 years spare. I'm going to try to eat up as much as the United States in the remaining time. Maybe watching out for our infamy. Maybe trying to make a push to be the #1 GDP since we're now #2. We could do it. We could finesse it. This war's kind of pointless for me, not going to lie here. We have been just slaughtering some Spanish people whenever they land here. But we will play this one out and see how things... Let's see if there's any other achievements we can go for. Let's go and pause here and take a look and see what's achievable. Privatized building, armed forces coup, revolutionary. Own both Finland and Korea, not going to happen. Gotcha side, not going to happen. Fight, accept, become the ruler and pass closed borders. Subject, great power. Have a pro-country lobby for every free country and every other great power. All technologies. All Amazon states is not going to happen. Oh. I guess I could do this. I just got to nationalize all buildings. Let me see. Got New England, Westphalia, and Africa. Let's do it with New England. We're going to try to nationalize all of our buildings. It said 12 years? Was that what it said? It's at the bottom here. 12 years. We got to do it in the next little bit here. Now, while we're doing this, I might just see what we're up to. I got to invade you anyway, so we'll do that. Any other demands I can do? Westphalia is hard to reach for me, but I could do it. Can I see? I bet you there's some people that I can do it with that I just have truces. Like I think Canada was in there. Or United States definitely owns some lands. We can try. Don't know if it's gonna happen, because it's multiple people. Okay, we'll see. We'll just invade this state directly. Your capital is Massachusetts. Do the one in the Western Med. There goes Spain. Let's take our other navy and also do a naval invasion. We'll do in Maine here with the Pacific Fleet. Pull them both out. How close are we to getting the Panama Canal built? Let's just prioritize that, please. That all should be good. So can we cross British Republic to get #1 GDP as Mexico? We have to kind of break them up, I think. If we break them up, we could have a shot. It's tough, though. Naval invasion should win us the day here, I think. We have enough people. Even if our naval invasion efficiency is pretty terrible. How many buildings are we even nationalizing here? 3 buildings. More infamy. Okay. That's alright. We'll take it. Did you ever capitulate? You are a Russian protectorate. That sucks. Means you have to fight Russia. Can I nationalize things? How does one do that? Is it a government thing? What's the exact wording here? Does it say nationalize or privatize? Nationalize all buildings for them being privatized. We can't do that. We can't do that without changing government. If we changed to like command economy, we could do that. But that's not going to happen. Not with the time limit we have remaining. We'd have to go like Council Republic, maybe like force it right now. And not with the suit of people we have. Okay, so we can't do that. I read that wrong. Oh well. It is what it is. Alright, let's just go ahead and let some time play out here. We're going to win this war. And I think we kind of just ride this one out here. Got some export opportunities. Give me an amount. What's the biggest amount here? French for 10 productivity, not terrible. Export explosives. French again. Let's export some paper. French again. And some fabric. No, that's all fine. We're low on some other stuff, but looks like we're doing all right. Advance, please. Here's the other just not pushing. No, now they are. Oh well. Look at us work. Yay, we privatized like 4 buildings. Is there anyone else who we could actually do that with? Like, would it be possible? We have Westphalia and New Africa, I assume, are the only ones. There's also United States. And our good relations. So it's not possible. It's not possible without going full, like, isolationist. Unless there like was an option to do it diplomatically. Is that I'm missing? Nope. Trade actions, move capital. What's the point of moving your market capital? Oh, because it affects your convoys, right? You could put it like on the mainland, and you wouldn't have to do like GB's problem with everything's overseas technically. That makes sense. I could see you want to do that in certain situations. But oh well. All right. So what do we do now? Do we even need to do anything now? Do we just like write it out? Because we're doing the Panama Canal. Guess I could try to push my prestige up. We're all close with the everyone except the British. The British just have a lot. Most of theirs comes from Navy. Because they're repping a Navy of size 500. Compare that to France with size 233. So you can kind of see it. And that's not continuing like counting like tech stuff. Let's do women's suffrage. Get this done. Damn, you really want to go back to having child labor allowed? Against you, leadership. You're now in charge of the bourgeoisie. They're now market liberals. Congrats. Do you like open borders? You don't like open borders. Unfortunate. Oh well. Drop these 2 armies, by the way. Oh, we can research stuff. We did get combustion engines. That's cool. Let's get all the ones done here. It's very rare that I go and complete the whole production tree. But let's do it. Probably not going to get all techs done. So these 21 months per. Yeah, it's not going to work out. We're close, though. All things considered. If I had a better start, maybe. But who knows? All right, so what was I doing? I need to go over here. I need to go to railways. I'm not going to do diesel trains. We will do wood for all of our... we'll hold off. Combustion engine derricks just makes sense. These guys should definitely do refrigerator rail cars. Where possible. Let's go. I think a big thing I want to do is I want to fix all of our... I can't think right now. Processing, buffering. Give me a moment. Ah. Power plants. I want to fix our shortages of these goods because we have a fuck ton of them that I need to work on. So let's do that. Let's do public motor carriages here. That's going to cause problems. Electric street lights. Let's do that. It means we also need to turn on diesel pumps for at least gold mines. Don't know about the other places. We can do those on a case-by-case basis. Mechanized slaughterhouse sounds cool. Wool gathering sounds good as well. Standard fences. Trader rail cars. Chemical fertilizer. For all of these, I have been slacking in my duties here. And some of you, my dear friends, need to go and swap over to making automobiles. This is in Pennsylvania. We don't own this. We can do this here. Let's do it in Virginia. Let's do it in Kentucky. Or Kansas. And let's see how this is going to fare. We're going to have quite a little competition here between cars and rails. Building up both of them. This is going to drive up the rubber demands. This is all good things to stimulate our economy. Probably should lay off a little bit on the munitions. We'll drop the last one in Texas. We'll build the rest, though. There's some... Oh, I forgot I was building up my barracks. I don't know if we're going to get to use that military, but it's fun to do. Just gonna finish. No way we're gonna get that many people in that amount of time. No way. Jose. If I really pissed off the Russian League. I could swing some things. Are our trade-offs doing well? They are. Some more so than others. I probably can drop this import route. Just go pure exports now. Am I getting attacked? Australia versus Nungar. Is this a NATO uprising? It is. Good to see the game still likes to send you native uprisings even when you're not colonizing anymore. It's been a nice, peaceful game where we haven't had a ton of revolts from subjects because we haven't had subjects. The only revolts we've had have been because of me. Next principle. Let's do the internal trade. More convoys, more throughput bonuses. We're never going to finish this, but theoretically it'd be fun. Could I invite someone to our power block? Yeah, maybe some of the guys down here. I really tried my hardest to do it. But I'm happy with what I got. We will just deal with it. Alright, I think at this point we can kind of let some time pass. I don't think I'm going to be doing too much. Might have like one war. I could just go and say, I'm going to become a pariah to try to get like the best takeover here. I think it all depends on if I can get a truce that's not crazy. 23 months. You're a protector. So now Russia's involved in this region. It's all about getting like a... Yeah, if I attack somewhere like Missouri, there should be less people who can actually get a claim in the region. And that means I can take more lands. Because if possible, I'd like to eliminate the United States and have a nice, you know, thumbnail of all this stuff. But I don't know if we can do it. I can definitely take you. I can definitely, like, take these guys. This might be tough up here because there's so many small states in Vermont and New England. But the other guys are all possible. Let's make sure we're on bad relations with everybody. Let's look at another rival here. We're gonna rival Britain. They like to get involved, so we'll deal with it. Could protectorate Canada. They do say they want to defend the United States, but they've never done it. They've never actually gone to help them. Meanwhile, we are catching up to GB here. And I am building up my military. I might as well use it, right? Like, that's what it's there for. Over a drink. Armed forces bonus. Alrighty. When's that truce up? People are going to try to cut me down to size, though, if I do go too crazy here. Can I fight off everybody? Let's build up our navy, too. Keep forgetting about this. Just max out that stuff. Max out this one. Go ahead. 50 in California for you, and then we'll do 50 in Texas for you. And that should be enough for us. It's all light ships because I think dreadnoughts are overrated. And you could have like submarines and things, but I don't care. We don't do convoy rating. We're just here for defense. So, it'll be enough. I mean, it'll help us with our prestige rating a little bit. We won't catch up to Britain, but we should overtake Bengal, I think, with how this is going. Also, women's suffrage. Woo! We did it! Yay! And we are investing in the right stuff, I think. It's crazy that we're actually getting... Wait, could I hit? I need to test something real quick. Let's just see. Is intelligentsia powerful right now? They're not. Damn it. I wanted to see if I could hit 90 literacy. Because we're sneaking up there. We've plateaued at the higher levels. But theoretically, it's achievable, right? Let's see if I can sneak it in there. We're going to do a couple things here. First, we're going to fix our bureaucracy shortage. And we're going to just see what our literacy is in our general population. It's quite good. We're talking like 80% in our home territories. I think if I, like, actually give up my lands, there's a chance we could push it high. Because it's only these, like, other areas. Yeah, it's the ones in the United States have pretty low literacy, so that's actually kind of hurting my average a little bit. One of these days I just got to play a tall game and only get my own literacy up high. One of these days. What is this one? Oh, Venezuela. You say you need help. Well, let me just say that if you let me take over... I want North Carolina. Give me North Carolina. What? Oh, that sucks. Well, good luck. Russia's over here getting involved in my fucking business. Yeah, good luck, buddy. You got the U.S. and everybody involved. Ooh, I have a truce with Venezuela. I was leaning that way. There's a lot of people fighting Russia. I mean, I could get involved just for something. They don't have a desire to be our subject. Unfortunate. There's a Maltese religious revolt. Surely now people want me to get involved, considering my prestige is very high. I would think so, at least. Theoretically. Alright, I think it's time we attack the United States again, once this truce is over. 8 months. And then we go. 8 lovely months. We are number 4. Let's see how we're doing in all of these. So prestige, we are 4th. GDP, we are 2nd. Standard of living, we are 4th. Population, we are a little probably farther down in 6th. Not to be expected with Bengal trying to... These guys splitting up and doing their things. Literacy, we are in 8th. Who's number 1? Segoy? Yeah, it's all these small nations that have high literacy. Interesting that they get to 95. Let's look at Segoy and see what they're doing. I'm curious. You have religious schools. Level 3 for 30% education access and 60% conversion. So they've just played tall. They have one university they can't even staff, and they just have a very small pop. I mean, maybe I could grind that. I mean, if nothing in these laws requires you to do anything, well, I guess you have to research. But you can still get a pretty good baseline of research without being a small nation. It's not dependent on your nation size. It's dependent on your literacy, right? So I guess you could do it. Just gotta play small and tall. Maybe we do that eventually. Maybe we do like a luxurious Luxembourg where we try to form like a utopia as Luxembourg. Hard to say. But we have options. Alright, so what is this? This is Gal versus Masona, I don't care. Holstein, Toposa, Belgium, East Africa. Ooh. Belgium, what would you give me? Free state? Hell yeah. Are you gonna give me like... East Africa, you're giving me this land? Okay. Sure. What do I want to do with this? I mean, I have it. It's land. See if it affects how it affects our literacy. I mean, they're gonna win this war. I guess I could use it as like a chip to... Oh, there's a war I'm getting called into. I haven't fucking paying attention to Australia. Oh, we're fighting... What is going on with the Luru here? When did you lose this? What the hell happened, Australia? Why can't you be reasonable? What the hell happened? How have you collapsed to just New South Wales? It's just like... Whatever, man. Just, you can do your thing over there. We have a little foothold on the continent. That's enough for me. I don't care for anything else. Whatever. All right, I think we maybe just call this one early. I don't think there's too much more to be gained here. I mean, we can do the old, you know, eat, and don't worry about like taking anything. But I think I might just try to see if I can swing a. How the hell am I gonna get multiculturalism in this day and age? I just literally invited someone when I was looking there. I could go for a communist. There's got to be some variant of communist that wants multiculturalism. Like you, Carl Kohler. I need this to be done by... Alright, here's what we can do. I need someone powerful. I'm doing all of this to just end up not actually getting what we need. Which is going to really be a pain in my ass. But what we're going to do is we're going to take Carl Kohler. Grant him leadership. We're going to go for multiculturalism. People apparently don't like it. They can kick rocks. We're going to try to pass that damn law. That'll get that one. And then it's all about, you know, getting things like protected speech, which we have. Is it private health? Is it public health we need, or is it public schooling? I don't remember. No child labor, I think, might be on that list as well. Or compulsory primary schools. We ban slavery. Intelligence is going to be hard to get into power again, unless I go full commie. More migration. We like it. Okay, we will we'll play this episode out. I think we'll probably call it after this episode here, because I don't think the last 10 years are going to be too exciting. 9%, when it's the last 9%, is really hard to get. I mean, I could try to nation ruin again like we did with Finland, to see if this works. But if I didn't eat up the United States, I think I could have done it. But their land sucks. It's a good land, but their education system sucks. I'm looking at you, Montana. Never mind that I just colonized you in the year, like, 1900. Imagine if, like, in 1900 this was actually, like, still, like, being settled as the frontier instead of how history worked out. That'd be crazy. We'll throw everybody involved. Everyone get in there. More power. Maybe if you weren't a communist, it'd be easier to get you in power. We shall see. What did this tank? What's going on? Oh, it's because they don't have the plus 20% bonus. I see. How are my companies doing? 70 gold mines, 200 and something, or 125 textile mills, a bunch of paper mills. Not terrible. 3% industrialist approval. That's cool. Iron mine, railway throughput. Tooling throughput, steel mill. Army offensive. My nation's so well balanced. I like it right now. 50k tax income, trade route competence. This is just good. This is just blanket good. All it requires is having these things be valuable. Arc welded steam ships, capital ships, and construction sector. Oh, arc welding for construction sector. We're about to be a big movement. I forgot I was gonna go and fix these things. I should probably have bolstered my construction capacity if I really wanted to go crazy here. Let's get bonus in at the time. Yeah, this is not gonna pass. So we'll give up on that. You want to go ethno-state. All foreign cultures are discriminated against. God, that's terrible. I still wish you could do like a playthrough as a state atheist religious block and just force like secular thought on everybody. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. It'd be different. Or even doing like, I mean, maybe do a Pope run and try to spread it. Religion is such like a low-key, I gotta look at religion instead of radicals. The low-key factor in this. We have so many like Catholics, there's animists. None of this like really plays too big of a role outside of the pop system, which I guess I don't really do a quick, I don't like look in too deeply into the pop system. So that might be on me. Let's think about like what we want to do in future Vicky games. So I've really been enjoying these Wheel of Achievement runs. I think it's just good to kind of have spontaneity and go in without a plan and just kind of adapt as we go. And it's been more relaxing than like your typical like challenge runs where it's like restart, try again, restart, try again. We've gotten achievements that have all been doable on the first try and haven't taken like 10 resets, which is nice. I appreciate that happening. It's been good. And I am excited for this next DLC that's going to come out and target Bengal. I think we'll probably be doing some kind of, not Bengal, it's East India Trading Company or the British Raj, whichever you want to call it. I probably will be doing a DLC campaign, just playing as them and, you know, making big numbers go bigger as the British Raj. I didn't really do that for the one that was for the Great Game. I actually did try to record one as, they're not here anymore, but the nation that starts right in here is like an achievement to retake the, form Afghanistan, retake the traditional lands. And I got as far as having all of this land, but I couldn't beat GB to get this right here, Bengali Punjab. It was just impossible. But that'd be cool to do again, or do a Great Game campaign as Russia. I would still love to do like a campaign where you use console commands to make Russia into the Soviet Union, like right at the game start, and try to spread communism and do like a world domination. That'd be cool. But I don't know, because then if you do like a huge, take all the subjects, 90% of the micro is going to be putting down subject problems because they don't manage their nation properly. Even if I just keep everybody as like protectorates, they still will fall apart. What is this lobby demand, by the way? I'm not even paying attention. Margot, Italy, sure. Yeah, we'll hold off. I don't care about the lobby demands. Whatever. But that's an idea. I will also see other ideas. I've gotten stuff for like, Persia is a good one to play. Doing a dedicated one is like Brazil, Peru, Bolivia, or something in this region, but probably not after this because we just Mexico. It's basically, it's very similar. It's not the same because you don't have to worry about the United States as much. You can just focus on South America and then maybe hop over to Africa if you want to. We played in this region as Australia. Maybe doing like a Dutch East Indies. That'd be cool. Try to break free and form Java. Dominant land. We've done, most of the Asian powers. Next one will probably definitely be Bengal. Or if there's other very interesting nations. If there's like a really cool achievement in this DLC pack, maybe we go for that. We'll see, but Bengal could be cool. I think doing Bengal and trying to take over the British Raj, like the British power block, could be really fun. I do like that idea. Please don't give me 28 fucking infamy in Mexico for no reason. Who are you? You're an ethno-nationalist? Get the hell out of here. Accidental good press for the United States. Screw you. Upper strata loyalty. Woo! Okay. Anywho, I think we can start kind of wrapping this one up. I want to see how we did. Like, are we going to cross anything crazy here? We're 60 million GDP away. I probably would, if we played it out, I probably could cross the British Raj. Is it worth me playing out the last 8 years to try to cross them? I keep going back and forth. I mean, the naval bases will. Tell you what, I'm going to play it out, but I'm going to do it by a time skip. We're going to come back and kind of look around the world in these last 8 years. I'm going to kind of chill. I'm going to see what the election looks like since it's actually 8 p.m. here on the East Coast. So polls will start closing. We'll get some results trickling in, so things will be interesting. So I'll see you guys once 8 years have passed and however much real-world time has passed. All right, we are back. It's about to be 1935, the last year of the game. And we have improved a little bit. We are #1 GDP, but not really. I mean, there's the British Republic, which is currently in revolt. And you combine their GDP, they are still ahead of us by a little bit here. I've been focusing on our, prestige. I'm focusing on our GDP, and we are actually surpassing the British. Even before they had a revolt and split up their country, we were still ahead of them. So we are doing very well in that regard. We are #2 in terms of standard of living. Let's see who's ahead of us. We're tied with Sweden, so a little bit more, and we'd be able to push them back. And then in population, of course, we are #6. We might be able to improve just a little bit if I can do some last-minute improvements here. Tech-wise, we've finished everything in production with ample time to spare. We're now going down the society tree because why not? I haven't been doing too much in the military track. I'm letting this just kind of auto-spread. We won't be able to grab it all here. But we have done a little bit of conquest. We failed off New Africa finally and took the full southeast except for North Carolina. I would attack them, but they are a protectorate under Russia, who I think also protectorate Venezuela. Okay, no, Venezuela got out of that war successfully. I have not fought United States directly. We did get involved in a war where France attacked Spain and the United States defended them, and so we had to beat up the United States. But that war was easy because we just marched on D.C. and had control over their capital right away, which is a cheat code because they're not smart enough to move it, say, somewhere else. So, also, why did this region only get this chunk of New York? Why didn't they get the full part of New York? That's so strange to me, how they only get a certain number of provinces. But they exist. They're over there doing their thing. And we're really just coasting here towards the end. Let's, this revolt might not end in time, so we might actually end up #1 in GDP to end it all, which is quite nice. We got up to 84% literacy, steadily growing the whole way. Maybe I could get that improved, but I've realized it's not actually possible for me to do liberal thought because I can't actually bolster the intelligentsia. My laws do not allow it because we have protected speech, which makes it impossible to do it. Right? Like if I go over here, I don't think I'm wrong in this. And I go over to bolster. No legal capacity to bolster interest groups. So we can't do it even if I did have the authority. Like we can test it real quick. Let's remove consumption taxes. Still not available. So can't do that. But whatever. We are, of course, low taxes, high wages for everybody. Borderline utopia. We did go over to arc welded buildings here, which is why we were over 1,000 in construction. I could keep investing into that, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, it would have helped us secure even higher GDP here, but taking Mexico to #1, I think is pretty successful, especially considering that we had to deal with fascist Sweden. Oh my god. We had to deal with being in the British market, breaking free. We broke Canada free. We did free Australia, who then imploded because they suck, and they ended up giving up all of this little land over here to different people who wanted to colonize because Australia sucks. They really struggled there. And I guess I could have probably taken up some of this, but nice. Let's look at Africa. There's a nice little Portuguese period here. French Senegal has collapsed upon itself. Leave it to the AI to not know how to run its own nation. Turkmenia is still uncolonized. Right, this is a decentralized power. Russia never colonized this. Does Russia even have a colonial law? No, they never went colonial. That's fine. Hokkaido's been colonized. The French did take over Kansai, so that's a little bit strange. Spain has taken over a huge part of China over there in the Hong Kong area. There, the ninth ranked great power is 75 million GDP. Anyone else interesting in this list here that we can kind of look at? Bengal in the top 4. Not really. It's all usual suspects. GDP-wise, Italy's doing decently. British Congo as well. But nothing super surprising going on here. Are we still number 1 even after GB has... Yeah, we are still number 1. That might change as they ramp up production again after their civil war. But maybe we actually... Oh, yeah, it's probably gonna pass us here. Let me see if I can do some last-minute adjustments to do that. Like if I do I could fight them. We'll let it play out normally, but we are going to still be way above them in GDP. They're going to grow, but they're not going to grow fast enough. They're going to pass us in prestige, though, for sure, because they're going to take over the production of some units. But it was good while it lasted there. We'll see. We'll get an accurate representation of where we were at and how close we were to passing them. It probably is a case where if I just built more Navy, it would pass them, because right now they have 2,000 from Navy, and I have... Yeah, if I just built more Navy, man. Yeah, if I had a 500 fleet, we would have passed them. I could have done that. I didn't, but it doesn't really matter. Nothing really, no big difference from 2 to 1. It still is, you know, good to do as Mexico. It's not every day you get to build a big nation like that, but we're going to go and pause here. It's December 27th. I'm going to make a save so I can come back and get a thumbnail of this. Mexico. And let's go and look at our graphs here. And there is our Victorian century achievement. All right, number 2 great power, Republic, Catholic, Mexican. Why do they show arable land here as like your metric? There's so many better things you can show here. Prestige, you can see we have grown all the way up to about 6K. Standard of living has roughly doubled. GDP, wham. You can see our first like. Up until this point was really rough, man. What happened at this time? I don't know. This steady portion here is most of the time when we were under GB. And I think we fell down a lot during the Independence War, and then we started growing. So maybe like around here, either here or here is when we broke free of GB and just started going crazy with GDP growth. For sure. Population steadily grows. This is our conquest here. I think this is probably when we were invading the USA to take their eastern coast provinces here. Population mostly laborist, mostly Mexican. There's some Dixie, some Afro-American pops as well. Catholic with Protestant minority. Nothing new there. A bunch of political strengths for our capitalists, engineers, and clerks. And everything else is kind of as is. So with that, I think we can call some here. We've gotten our achievement. If we go, let's actually just go back to the main menu here and take a look at how we're doing as far as achievements go. And Vicky, I think we've gotten a lot of them. I could show it to Steam, but I'll show it through this. Let's not do the Paradox account. Let's do our achievements here. So I still need to learn the game. That's a shame. Revolutionary, military junta, Viva la Confederation. Other than that, it's a lot of achievements done. So let's go through the 6 more easy achievements, 20 more medium achievements. Bersanica we will get in our next one. Paris Commune, Italy, Prussia. There's a good number of them available, but they're not like anything super crazy. I do say that, but if we go down, we'll look at this kind of backwards here. Hard achievements, we still have 18 of them to do. These are all the ones that say play as a certain nation and do a certain thing. I'm still sad I never got Western Protectorate. I tried so hard for that one. But most of these different nations we haven't played yet. And I didn't do this for the United States, even though I need to maybe do a world conquest and try to go for the Star Swarm banner. Could be doable. Brazil, Andes, Paraguay, Romanian nations. So all of these are play as unique nations, do unique things. Then you have our very hard achievements where I've only done Empire under the pun. Don't think American territory is doable right now. Puritani, not Puritani. This one's crazy. You have to get insane RNG with just military stuff. I don't know how you would do this without some exploity stuff. Krakow, that's just a slog, same as American territory. This is probably easier than American territory just because of the area you're in and the political people involved. So maybe we tried that as one. And Duran Duran is one I tried as Herat and got really close to doing offline and ended up not putting it out because we failed. But it is what it is. And then there's Circassius. All these are just playing as very, very hard starts Ryukyu-esque games where you're not supposed to survive and clawing something from the jaws of defeat. But anyhow, with this, I think we've got about half the achievements done. If we look at like total here, let's pull it up. 39 of 87. So we're not exactly halfway, and that number's going to go down, but we're getting closer and closer and closer to getting them done. And a lot of these are, rare achievements that we don't get to do too often here. I can't believe the Hermit Kingdom's the rarest one I have right now with the 0.2 there. But for now, I'm Cosman here. Please enjoy it. As always, I've been Sean, the Blue Schooners, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.